in regard to the both the problems, then you please come up and ask. Just don't feel shy, right? So we all gathered here just for a knowledge sharing purpose, and as discussed, pointer is one of the threshold concept in programming, right?
Students, kindly respond, ma. If you have any doubt, kindly ask us.
Shall we shall we put a message in Slack, sir? They can
Yes,
come.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. As we proceed with the problems, if they are completed, ask them to update in the Slack also. Yeah, IT Balaji. So you would asked how to see the SAS code, right? Um, One second. Yeah, I posted the code for the very first problem, right? stringChar, that is string character. Kamala ma'am,
Yes, sir.
instead of asking like a questionnaire, ma'am, what we can do is
Thumbs up.
if you're complete like
Oh.
same.
Students, we are waiting, and I will show the screen code of first problem. You can look at the code and understand the code, and you can type in your cloud coder window and make sure that you just get this green bar. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. I'll explain once again if you don't understand. Everybody understood this problem, or you want to explain? You expect explanation once again? Students?
Students?
Ma'am, once again a short explanation.
Okay.
Ma'am, once again, ma'am.
Once again, you want me to explain? Okay. So this is the very first problem Sarah solved just a few minutes ago. This is the stringChar problem. Okay. So have you all in this problem? Have you all got into this window, ma? Are you all in this window?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Okay, so you all know, as Sir told, that this is the description pan and this is the coding pan where we have to write the code literally, and these are the test cases pan, okay, where you can see the test cases and as well as the output. Okay, so this is how we have to use the cloud coder. Okay, so I think you have a landing page called point kite. Okay, so through the j.np point kite link, you have got the landing page. Don't close that page. Okay, so in that, from that page, if you click on the problems, you will be able to yeah, I'll just show that as well. j.mp point height is, this is the landing page. There's some spelling mistake. Yeah, so this is the landing page. You don't close this page. Okay, so if from this page, okay, so when you click on the problems, it will take you to the problems will open in the next tab. Okay, so you have to keep this page open. I think by clicking this link, you would have gotten to this problem. Okay, so when you look at the definition, it says that, so we have to write a function called stringChar. Okay, so to locate the first occurrence of the needle. Okay, so how many of you have heard of hay and the needle? Haystack. Haystack na innadu? Haystack na ennan theriyuma? So let me show in the haystack meaning in Tamil. Have you seen this one? Haystack. What is this? Pathirkingla?
Yeah, can anyone say what it is?
Pathirkingla? Villagesலாம் மாடு சாப்பிட்றதுக்கு வச்சிருப்பாங்க இல்லையா? What is this? பாத்திருக்கீங்களா இல்லையா?
ஸ்டூடண்ட்ஸ் ரெஸ்பாண்ட் பண்ணுப்பா.
கண்ணா நீங்க ஃப்ராங்கா பேசலாம், நீங்க எதுவும் யோசிக்க வேண்டாம். ஜஸ்ட் நீங்க ஃப்ராங்கா வந்து நீங்க ஆஸ் யூஷுவல் எப்படி பேசுவீங்களோ அப்படி நீங்க பேசுங்க வந்துட்டு. நத்திங் ராங் இன் இட் வாட் யூ நோ ஷேரிங். ஓகே, யார் அது சொல்ல போறது இல்லை, நம்ம ஜஸ்ட் ஷேர் பண்ணுங்க. ஜஸ்ட் சிம்பிளான கொஸ்டின் தான் நம்மள கேட்கறாங்க. அப்பதான் இன்டராக்டிவ்னஸ் இருக்கும் நம்ம ஃபோரம்ல பாத்தீங்கன்னா. ஸோ இன்டராக்டிவ்னஸ் இல்லை அப்படின்னா இருந்தாதான் நல்லா மூவ் ஆகும், செஷன் இன்ட்ரெஸ்டிங்கா மூவ் ஆகும். ஸோ சிம்பிளான சின்ன சின்ன கொஸ்டின்ஸ்க்கு நீங்க உடனே பதில் பேசுங்க, அப்பதான் வந்து லைவ்லியா இருக்கும் செஷன் வந்து. நீங்க டெக்ஸ்ட் பண்றதை விட நீங்க பேசலாம் வந்து.
I can't every time go and check the chat box, please. பண்ணி பேசுங்க. If not, I'll call out the names. இது என்னது பாத்திருக்கீங்களா இல்லையா?
Yes ma'am. வைக்கோல் ma'am.
வைக்கோல். ஓகே, வக்கிப்புல் இல்லையா? ஸோ வக்கிப்புல்குள்ள பாத்தீங்கன்னா ஒரு சின்ன ஹோல் மாதிரி போகும் இல்லையா? ஸோ அதுக்குள்ள ஒரு நீடில் ஏதாவது சொல்லிட்டோம் அப்படின்னா அதை தேடுறது வந்து கொஞ்சம் நல்லா தேடி பார்க்கணும் இல்லையா? ஸோ அது ஒரு எக்ஸாம்பிளா எடுத்துட்டு இந்த ப்ராப்ளம் வந்து டிசைன் பண்ணிருக்காங்க. ஓகேவா? ஸோ ஹே அண்ட் தி ஹே ஸ்டாக், ஐ மீன் ஹே அண்ட் தி நீடில், சாரி. ஸோ ஹேக்குள்ள ஒரு நீடில தேடுற மாதிரி, ஸோ ஒரு ஸ்ட்ரிங்குக்குள்ள ஒரு கேரக்டரை தேட போறோம். ஓகேவா? ஸோ திஸ் ப்ராப்ளம் இஸ் ஆல் அபவுட் சர்ச்சிங் அ கேரக்டர் இன்சைட் அ particular string. Okay, so you would have studied in your theory classes about strchr function. Okay, so can anyone say the purpose of strchr function? String light is one of the string library function. Can anyone say the use of strchr function? It searches for what? Studied or not? படிச்சிருக்கீங்களா இல்லையா? Yes or no?
Search for character ma'am.
Yeah, search for the second character in the first string. Okay, so when this character is formed, okay, so it will return the location at which it is formed. Okay, so that's what is the functionality of this particular function. So actually what we are going to do is that, so and the library function definition நம்ம இங்க எழுத போறோம். ஓகேவா? So that's what we have written. Okay, so this is the main function. Okay, so here they have written do not edit below. Okay, so if there are certain instruction like do not edit below, we shouldn't edit below. Okay, so we should, if there are instruction like do not edit above, we shouldn't edit the code which is given above. Okay, so since they have given do not edit main function and do not edit section, we shouldn't do anything with this main. Okay, so but you can have a look at the main function and understand what is happening in the main function. So all what you all have to do is to define a function alone. Okay, so calling the function, everything will be taken care by this main function. Okay, so inside the main function, what do they do? So they have just defined what an array of 200 characters and a single a character variable called needle and assigned into empty string. Okay, empty null character. And so hey and needle are scanned from the input. Okay, so these are the inputs. Okay, so the two inputs are read. Okay, so one is the hey. Okay, so this is the hey and this is the needle. Okay, the hey will be scanned and stored in this hey, and the needle this a will be stored in this needle. Okay, so since it is the character, ampersand symbol is used. Okay, so after that, we just call the stringChar function by passing the hey and the needle. The stringChar function has to return the location at which this needle is found in this hey. Okay. Yes.
Ma'am, one doubt, ma'am. In
Yeah.
line 25, ma'am.
In line
25.
25. Yeah. So tell me, what's your doubt?
Not using the ampersand symbol in A, ma'am.
Yeah, because it is an array. Okay. So while reading array, we don't want to use ampersand symbol. Okay. So if it is a single character or integers, we have to use that ampersand symbol. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Okay. After that, we just print the location at which the information. The needle is found. Okay. So when this function is called, so this function, so this in the function or definition, that's what we have written. Okay. So we have received hey and the needle. Okay, hey and the needle in the sense star hey abdina address. Okay, address of the first character in the array வந்து நம்ம receive பண்ணிருக்கோம். Okay ma, so address of the first character of the array has been received in star hey, and this is the actual character that is to be searched in this hey. Okay, that in order to search, okay, so we just compare. Okay, we just I iterate over the iterate over the array. Okay, hey வந்து என்ன பண்ணி பார்க்கறோம், iterate பண்ணி பார்க்கறோம். Okay, ஒவ்வொரு character by character iterate பண்ணி பார்க்கறோம். If any one of the character is matching the needle, we just return the address at which the needle is found. Okay, and the address நம்ம return பண்ணிடுறோம். Okay, in order to move one by one, okay, character by character, okay, we just increase the address. Okay, hey plus plus அப்படினா address increase பண்ணும். Star hey அப்படினா star hey, it is the dereference, indirection operator. So if star hey refers to the value that is present in the address. Okay, so if you want, I will just run this code in Python tutor to make you better to understand better. Okay, so I'll just copied and pasted the code in Python tutor. Okay, and I will just fix the string as kite and the minimum hey as kite and needle as e. Okay, so I'm just searching for e in the hey kite. Okay, so whether this needle e is present in hey kite, yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, it is available. Okay, the needle e is available in the hey kite. Okay, so in which location it is available? What is the location in which it is available?
I'm at third position index.
Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, third position it is available. Okay, so I'll just edit this code. I don't want to scan because I've just fixed the input. Okay, so I'll just remove the scanf. Okay, I'll just rerun the code. You can see what's happening. So if you understand this problem with the help of Python tutor, it will help you to solve the other 4 problems. Okay, so that's why I just spend some time to make you understand this problem. Okay, so yeah, let's run this code. So this statement is going to execute. Okay, so it has created a character array called hey and assigned the string type to the hey. Okay, so next line is needle. Okay, a variable called character variable called e. A needle is created and it is assigned with e. Okay, the next statement is function calling statement. Okay, the function is being called. Okay, so by passing to the function the hey. Okay, so in the hey needle pass agudhu. So you all can see. Okay, so a pointer has been passed. Okay, so in so I'll just go back. So when the function is called, a pointer is passed. Okay, pointer to the hey is passed. Okay, so pointer to the string, I mean, in the hey pass agudhu appadina first address mattum pass agum. Okay, you all can see. Okay, so in the hey oda first address mattum pass aayirukku, so that address is stored in this variable hey. Okay, so now the loop kulla pogudhu. So the needle is compared with what? Needle என்ன இருக்கு e. Okay, needle is compared with star hey. Okay, star hey இப்போ வந்து இத பாயிண்ட் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கு. Okay, so next so whether needle is equal to the character which is pointed by hey now. Hey is pointing to k now. Whether needle and hey character are same?
No, ma'am.
No, and hence we need to, so we should not return this address, and hence the program goes to the next line. It skips this line. Okay, okay, so the hey pointer got incremented. Okay, when there is another character. Okay, and then when there is another character in the hey, and as well if it is there, then we have to increment the hey address. Okay, and hey pointer increase பண்றோம். Okay, so just note down. So in the line execute ஆகும்போது it checks whether there is one more character in the hey, and இருந்துச்சு அப்படினா it will increase its address. I mean increase its pointer. Okay, so pointer move ஆயிடுச்சா? Did you notice?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine, good. Okay, so pointer got incremented. Now once again the loop will be running. Okay, so where the if statement will be executed. So when the if statement is executed, the character being checked with the needle is what? What's being checked against needle? Hey point பண்ற character எது? Star hey. Now what? I. Okay, I is being compared with e. Whether they are equal?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay, if they are not equal, whether this code will return hey, return the address? Whether it will return the address or not, it will not return the address. It will not return the address. Okay, and then it will be executing this line. Okay, so where it is checking whether there is one more character in the hey. When it checks, okay, it finds that there is one more character, and then it increments the address. Okay, so when it increments pointer, okay, so the pointer is now pointing to the next character in the hey. Okay, so the next character in the hey is what? What is the next character in the hey?
T, ma'am.
T. Okay, okay. So now in star hey, T is there. In needle, E is there. They are being compared. When they are being compared, now also it's not. This is not true. Okay, it is not succeeding, and then this is not returning the address. Okay, and then it's going to check whether there is one more character. Yeah. So when one more character, yeah, since there is one more character, pointer is getting incremented. Now pointer is pointing to the character E. Okay, so what is there in star k? What is there in star k now?
E, ma'am.
E. Okay, what is there in needle now? What for we are searching?
E.
Okay, now tell me whether this if will be succeeding or it will not succeed. Whether star k and needle are same? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay, all of you know keenly watch. Now if I press next button, okay, so this line number 8 will be executing. Okay, so in previous iterations line number 8 will execute agla, it was skipped. Okay, because in this if statement succeed agadanaala. Okay, ma'am. So now this line number 8 is executing. That will be returning the address of this E. Okay, So in this address, the meaning in the address in the E, this will return the address of A. Okay. Okay. So the function returns. Okay. So that the remaining part is taken care by the main function. Okay. So the address offset calculations are done in the main function and it is printed. All right. So I'll just run once again from the beginning, so you can keenly watch and understand. Okay. So function is being passed. Okay. So the function is being called by passing the hay and the needle. Okay. Now the loop is running. So now hay is K and needle is E. They are not matching, and else it's going for the next character. Again, now hay is I and needle is E. They are not matching, and hence it goes to the next character. And now also it's not matching. Now the hay is pointing to E, whereas needle is also E, and then if succeeds, and hence the function returns the address to the main function. All right. You all understood? Understood?
Kamala ma'am, sorry for the interruption.
Yes, sir.
Ramya ma'am has been trying for a few hours to join. She's been cut off due to network issues.
Okay.
Can you accept her connection?
Yes. And yes, sir, I just admitted.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Students, shall we move to the next problem? Have you all done? If you have done, just raise. Yeah, very good. I could see a lot of thumbs have been up. How many of you have raised? Induja, Aarti, Harish, Sri Hari, Sadhana, Ramesh, Subhashini, Sandeep, Karthik Dasan, Madhumita, and Santa. So these are the people who have completed the first problem. What about others? Working on, or shall we move on to the next? Yeah, I see. I see Balaji also completed. Very good. Oh, Kanishka, good. Next, where you raise பண்றீங்க and பார்க்கலாம். I'm just watching. I'm just waiting for you to complete. Make it fast. Those who have completed already, you can go and practice the second problem, which was solved by us. See, there are 148 students. I have seen only 10 people being raising up their hands, thumbs. Good. Lot of thumbs are raising up. Very good. Good. So I want at least 100 hands to be raised. Superb. You got 12 new thumbs up. Make it fast. Students, if you have any doubt, any one of you are having any doubt, if you don't understand anything, so you just ask now itself, because if you don't understand this problem, you will not be able to progress further. Any doubt in what will be there in star A and hey? ஹேனா என்ன ரிட்டர்ன் ஆகும், ஹேல என்ன இருக்கும், ஹேன்னு ரெஃபர் பண்ணோம்னா என்ன இருக்கும், ஸ்டார் ஹேனா என்ன இருக்கும் அப்படின்றதுல ஏதாவது டவுட் இருக்கா? இஸ் தேர் எனி டவுட்?
ஸ்டூடண்ட்ஸ் ரெஸ்பாண்ட் பண்ண பார்க்கலாம். If you have any doubt in problem 1, kindly let us know, ma.
Yes, you can mention in chat box itself if you have any doubt.
I think nobody is having doubt. Shall we move on to the second problem?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good. Super. What is the second problem? What is the second problem? str reverse car. Okay. Yeah, just let me reset my problem. I have already solved it. Okay. So str reverse car, can anyone read the description? So which was already solved. Once again, let's solve. Okay. Since you are all struggling, let me solve again. So one of you read the description. Who can read the description? Make it fast.
Pavitra, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Read the problem statement.
Yes, ma'am. Define a function stringChar that will locate the last occurrence of needle character in the testing string. If should return a constant char pointer which will point to the last occurrence of the character. If no characters exist in the string, return the zero.
Return zero. Very good. Thank you, Pavitra. So the problem statement is telling that we have to return the last occurrence of the needle. Okay, if there are multiple characters, multiple occurrences of the needle, we have to return the last occurrence. Okay, so once you guys remember when you load a particular problem afresh, okay, so you have to, without doing anything, you have to hit the submit button, so that you will be able to visualize the test cases in this span, so that by visualizing the test cases, you will be able to get an idea how to solve the problem. Okay, so without writing anything in anything here, I've just hit the submit button. Okay, so when I submitted, I was now I'm able to see the test cases. Okay, so these are all the test cases. So what are all the test cases? So test case 0 is in test case 0, hey is A, B, C, D, E, and the needle is A. Okay, so I have to search for A. Okay, I have to search for the last occurrence of A in this A, B, C, D, E. A la vandu ore oru A, B, C, D, E la ore oru A da irukku. So this is the first and last occurrence. Okay, iதை return பண்ணாலே நான் போதும். Okay வா? ஆனா இந்த A la பாருங்க, how many A's are there? How many needles are there? Here the needle string is A. So இதுல இந்த stringல எத்தனை A இருக்கு?
2, ma'am.
2 A's. Okay, so இப்போ நான் எந்த A ஓட லொகேஷனை ரிட்டர்ன் பண்ணணும்? இந்த A ஓட லொகேஷனவா இல்ல இந்த A ஓட லொகேஷனவா? எந்த A ஓட லொகேஷனை ரிட்டர்ன் பண்ணணும் நானு?
Ma'am, before E, ma'am.
Before E இருக்கு. இதுதான் last occurrence. Okay, so A ஓட last occurrence இதுதான், இதை நான் ரிட்டர்ன் பண்ணணும். Okay, yeah, that's what is this problem. Okay, reverse car. Okay, last occurrence return பண்றது. Okay, so in the next test case பாருங்க, how many z's are there in the hay? Many z's are there இல்லையா? So what is the needle? Needle character எது? What is the needle character?
Z, ma'am.
Z. Okay. So which Z's location has to be returned? This Z. Yeah, this Z's location has to be returned. Okay. So that's what is the problem. Okay, we have to solve. Okay. So I think this main is same like previous one. Okay, so now the function name has been changed. Okay, so some scaffolding code has been already given. So in the function it already கொடுத்திருக்கு அப்படினா so அதெல்லாம் நீங்க change பண்ணவே கூடாது. Okay, so we have to define the function body alone. Okay. Okay, so now if we return, I mean, if we are going to write the definition for the library function string r char. Okay, string reverse char. Okay, so it's going to find for the, it's going to search for the needle for its last occurrence in the string. Okay, so either uncomment பண்ணிட்டு run பண்ணீங்க அப்படினா all the test cases will pass, but our job is to comment this and write the definition of this library function. Okay, all right. Yes or no? Yes or no? Okay. So always, as our sir said, so we have to go from the known to the unknown. Okay. So like this, bring in the code which we used for the last problem. Can anyone say the code which we used for the last problem? So we were using a do while loop. Okay. Can anyone dictate me so that I'll type? Take the stringChar problem and dictate the code, please. So now dictate. Yeah.
Sachin?
Do while loop, ma'am.
Yes. Do while loop, yes.
In that we have to give an if statement.
If statement, good.
Star hey is equal to needle.
Star hey is equal to needle. Okay.
Then we have, if so, we have to return hey, ma'am.
Return hey. Okay, return hey. Here, if we write return hey, what's being returned? Address, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then
we have to close the curly braces and we have to give the while statement, ma'am.
While
star hey.
Star hey.
And
star hey.
And ma'am.
Okay.
Hey plus plus.
Hey plus plus. Okay. So a plus plus abdina. So either increase after. What's being incremented?
The address is being incremented.
Incremented. Very good. Star hey abdina. So it checks whether there is some more character in the hey or not. Okay. So yeah. So this is the last code which we used for solving the last problem. So always we have to bring. Okay. So we have to. I think we are getting a warning. Okay. Can anyone say what is the warning? Control reaches end of the non-void function. What is the meaning of this warning? So this is what is the statement? Yeah.
Return.
Yeah, and return is missing. Okay. So return by default we have to use the return statement, return 0 or null. Okay. Yeah. So I think now it will, this warning will vanish. So this is how you have to solve the problems progressively. Okay, so you have to bring in the known code. Okay, to solve a new problem. So in the so after that, after bringing in, you have to start changing the start making changes so that the code passes the new problem, test cases of the new problem. Okay. So yeah, now by bringing in the last last problems code, some of the test cases pass. Okay. So in the test case pass aguthu because only one occurrence of the needle is there. Okay. So when there are only one occurrence of the needle, okay, the test case passes. Okay. So if we want to make other test cases pass, okay, in the cases la pass aga matingide when there are more than one occurrence of the needle in the hay, then it is not passing. Okay. புரிஞ்சுதா? So immediate அப்ப இங்க என்ன பண்ணனும் நம்ம? So what are we supposed to do? Without So immediate return பண்ணாம நம்ம என்ன பண்ணணும்? So we have to wait till the end of the string. Okay, once we reach the end of the string, okay, whenever we find the needle, we have to store the address in a variable and keep silent. So once we reach the end of the A, then we are free to return the address. Okay, so in order to do so, I just define a variable. Okay, const char point to variable. Okay, star result and so I'm just creating a variable. Okay, I just store the result instead of immediately return. Okay, so immediate ஒரு நீட்ல ஹேல பார்த்த உடனே ரிட்டர்ன் பண்ணாம what am I doing? So I just store that address. Okay, so அந்த நீடலோட அட்ரஸை ரிசல்ட்ல அப்டேட் பண்றேன். ஓகேவா, திரும்ப ஃபர்ஸ்ட் லாஸ்ட் வரைக்கும் ஐட்ரேட் பண்ணி முடிச்சதுக்கு அப்புறமா ஓகேவா திரும்ப நீடல பார்க்கும்போது இந்த ரிசல்ட் வந்து என்ன பண்றேன், அட்ரஸ் வந்து அப்டேட் பண்ணிக்கிறேன். ஓகேவா, ஸோ ஒன்ஸ் ஐ ரீச் த எண்ட் ஆஃப் த ஹே, ஸோ அதுக்கப்புறமா என்டையர் ஹேவை ஐட்ரேட் பண்ணி முடிச்சதுக்கு அப்புறமா இப்போ ரிசல்ட்ல என்ன இருக்கும், லாஸ்ட் அக்கரன்ஸ் ஆஃப் ஏ நீடில் இருக்கும், அந்த அட்ரஸ் தான் இருக்கும். ஓகே, ஸோ நவ் ஐ ஜஸ்ட் ரிட்டர்ன். ஓகே, ஷல் ஐ ஹிட் சப்மிட் பண்ணி பார்க்கலாமா? எஸ் ஆர் நோ?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Return. Okay, return result. So we have to return result. Yeah, there is a warning. So already it is equal to 0. Yeah. Now it will be working. Yeah, all the test cases passes. Okay, if none of the, if there is no needle is present in the A also, this code passes. Okay, so because the result is already set to 0. Okay, if the no needle is present in A, okay, so the default value 0 will be returned. All right, let me go to Slack and ask for thumbs up for the second problem. How many of you have completed? You can go to Slack and put your thumbs up. Induja, very good. Let me see who is next. Sadhana, Aarti, good. Come on, I have to read all your names. Make it fast. Rinisha, Harshvardhan, Harish, Karthik Dasan, Ratish Raj, Santa, good. Neha has come up. Bashid, excellent Bashid. Amsavardhani, Balaji again, good. Snake, Shesha Gopal, good. Sivanyanan, Sujita, Manoj, good. Vexen, excellent. Come on. Sanjana, Velvishi, Harshvardhan, good. Sharun, okay. Madhu, Vinod, Akshaya, Teja, good. So I just get quick thumbs ups. Good for this problem. I think you understood the concept. Now you are all ready for solving the third problem. You need time, or shall we move to the next problem? One of you unmute and speak up, please. If anybody needs time, you can ask in the chat box.
Kamala ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Before proceeding with the third problem, we shall leave a break for 10 minutes, ma'am.
Oh, okay, fine, ma'am.
Students, don't leave the session. Now the time is 11:15. Let us start the third problem by 11:25.
Okay, that's fine.
Yes, ma'am.
So meanwhile, students, if you haven't completed the second problem, you can complete it and put your thumbs up in the Slack. Okay.
Kamala ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Meanwhile, just go to the participant list and try to make other faculty as a co-host. I mean, please check whether that option is enabled or not.
Yeah, it's enabled now, sir. I've just made you as co-host. I have to make Ramya. I'm not able to make Shantini ma'am as co-host. Joel sir as well. Sir, I just made you and Ramya ma'am as co-host. I'm not able to make Shantini ma'am and Joel sir as co-host.
Does it shows any notification message, ma'am?
What, sir? Like
Whether it shows any notification message when you try to make Joel sir as a co-host?
no, I'm not getting any option.
Say,
like in more option, I just get only the pin option, so it is not listing any other options. Ramya ma'am is host.
Ramya is
Host. You are the
Ramya
co-host.
is only one co-host is
Yes,
allowed.
sir. Yes, sir. For others, for everyone, it is showing. It is not showing co-host option. I'll just try once again. Shantini. No, not able to make. Oh, superb. Many of you have completed. Good. You all can go for break.
Kamala ma'am. Kamala ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
ma'am.
Let's start.
Shall we start? Yes, ma'am.
Let's resume. I'm not able to share the screen now, sir. I think Ramya ma'am has to help me in this regard. I'm not able to share my screen. Ramya ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. See, now we can able to host, I think.
No.
Just right now.
Ma'am, now, ma'am.
Okay, okay.
Yes,
Now
yes.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am. Are you able to see the screen, students? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So before moving to the next problem, okay, I would like to make you understand the pointer concept and pointer arithmetic better. Okay. So that it will be easy for you to proceed with the next problem. Okay. So I've just written some code on this in Python tutor. Okay. So you all can tell me the output of these printf statements. Okay. So what is this? Can anyone say? What statement is this? The same variables I have taken. What statement is this? What I have done here? Yes, Sachin, you're there?
Yes, ma'am.
What statement is this, Sachin?
Ma'am, we should find a character. Whether the E is there in
No, no. இந்த ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட் மட்டும் என்னன்னு சொல்லியிருக்கேன், என்னன்னு கேட்கிறேன், நான் என்ன பண்ணிருக்கேன்னு கேட்கிறேன். இந்த ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட் மட்டும் என்னது?
STR.
So just this is a string variable, isn't it? Hey is a string variable. It is defined as an array of characters, and I have stored the string height in the string variable hey. Okay. So what about this one? It is a string. Hey is the string variable, whereas needle is what? Whether needle is a string or character?
Character.
Yeah, it is a character variable. Okay. So now, can anyone say the output of this printf statement? If I print percentage f a, what will be printing? What is the expected output of this printf? ஒரு string variable நம்ம print பண்றோம். So என்ன print ஆகும்?
Kite, ma'am.
Kite. Very good. Okay. Who said the answer?
Pavitra.
Pavitra. Very good, Pavitra. Okay. So can anyone say the output of the second statement as well?
Ma'am, address of the kite, ma'am.
Address of kite. Very good. Okay. So let us check whether the address of kite is address of kite. Very good. Okay. So that's what will be printing. So let us check whether it is correct or not. Okay. Python tutor is taking some time. Let's wait. Yeah. So from this, what do you understand? If you want to access the address, okay, you address of some variable, you have to use the control string p. Okay. So percentage yes in a normal string variable address so then you have to make use of the control string percentage p. Okay. So now you can see. So this printf statement prints this string variable kite. Okay. And the kite in the string print pannude. So when this printf works, okay, so next to this kite, so it will print the address. Okay. address of kite அப்படினா so first இந்த k ஓட address okay k எந்த addressல இருக்கோ அத தான் print பண்ணனும் okay yeah I'll just still edit this code once again okay I'm just creating another variable which is a pointer variable okay so yeah let me create a pointer variable called ptr okay character pointer because it is going to point to a character okay so let me make this pointer variable to point to hey okay so now so இங்க வந்து நான் இந்த அட்ரஸ் ஆக்சஸ் பண்றதுக்கு k ஓட அட்ரஸ் கைட்டோட அட்ரஸ் ஆக்சஸ் பண்றதுக்கு என்ன யூஸ் பண்ண so இங்க p யூஸ் பண்ணிட்டு k யூஸ் பண்ணேன் இல்லையா so instead if I can use ptr as well okay so if I use ptr also so that will bring the same address okay you can check so these are some of the basics you must know while working with pointers that's why I just stress once again yeah so from just look at the output of second printf okay so by the address can be accessed even via the point variables okay so I've just assigned the string variable to the point variable via this point variable will just access the address of the string kind okay so this is the second method okay so now let's having understood these things let's iterate over the I mean let us try to use the point variable and iterate over the string okay so character by character print பண்ண try பண்ணலாம் okay so if we want to iterate over this particular string what we are supposed to do so as we said already so what will be there in hey na வந்து address I mean ptr ல என்ன இருக்கும் address இருக்கும் so yeah, we have to assign ptr k to ptr இப்போ இந்த ptr வச்சு நம்ம என்ன பண்றோம் ஒவ்வொரு கேரக்டரா நம்ம என்ன பண்றோம் access பண்றோம் ஓகேவா so இப்போ ptr equal to k அப்படினா so what will be the k ஓட address இருக்கும் ஓகேவா kai இந்த entire string ஓட first address வந்து ptr ல இருக்கும் so when we print we can print k via using this ptr okay so அப்படி print பண்ணனும் அப்படினா so percentage c character by character print பண்ண போறோம் நம்ம so percentage c okay so star ptr okay so here if we use in the statements if we use star declaration la use பண்ணா point variable declaration statements la use பண்ணோம்னா variable இருக்க value எடுக்கும் point and address ல இருக்க value எடுக்கும் okay understood okay so printf and let me put a new line here okay so that it will print each of the character of a kite in new lines okay so while so I have to when if we want to go to the next one so I'm just doing pointer arithmetic here okay so I'm just implementing the pointer address okay so while what so while star here I mean star ptr when there is a character see so it just using the pointer variable we just access the values to the addresses okay so ptr equal to hey assign பண்ணும்போது the string ஓட first address இங்க store ஆகுது okay if you want to iterate okay so we can do some pointer arithmetic okay we can increase the pointer's address okay so I've just printed k first and then I just move to the next location and check whether there is a character since there is a character I just go again and print that character and implement the pointer okay so I just do till I reach the null string okay so once I reach the null string I just come out All right. So this is how you have to iterate over a particular string using the punch variable. All right. Hope you would have understood better now. Shall we move on to the third? Yes. Shall we move we just let's move to the third problem. The third problem will be point kite. So are you all in the landing page? Have you closed it? Close பண்ணிட்டீங்களா இல்ல இருக்கீங்களா landing pageல? Are you all there in this page? Okay. Okay, next problem is string ichar. Okay, so string ichar, I is nothing but what? Case insensitive. Okay, so okay, what do you mean by case insensitive? What are the two cases? What are the two cases?
Ma'am, lowercase and uppercase, ma'am.
Lowercase and uppercase. Very good. Okay, so I've just reset my solution. Okay, so one of you please read the description, problem statement.
Define a function string ichar that will locate the first case insensitive occurrence of needle character in the A text string. It should return a constant character pointer which will point to first occurrence of the character. If no character exists in the string, return a 0 null pointer.
Okay, so this is similar to the first problem, very first problem. Okay, so we have to yeah, let me remove this code as well so that we can write a fresh code. Okay, so yeah, so this is similar to the first problem, very first problem. So but we have to compare the needle, we have to search for the needle regardless of the case. Okay, so as soon as we load a problem, what we are supposed to do? As soon as we load a problem, what are we supposed to do? What are we supposed to do? Every test cases visualize பண்ணுவீங்க. எப்படி பாப்பீங்க? What trick you will play to visualize the test cases? Yes, come on.
Click submit.
Submit. Very good. Okay, you are a very good observer. Very good. So yeah, so now by submitting I was able to see the test cases. Okay, so this is my hay, and this in this test case this is the hay and this is the needle. In this one this is hay and this is needle. Okay, so இப்போ இந்த test case எடுத்துக்கோங்க, whether a is whether the needle is there in the hay. So you should not consider the cases. Okay, so regardless of case you have to search for the needle in the hay. Whether the needle is there in the hay?
No.
Yes. No or yes? Needle hay. Case, so case consider பண்ணாதீங்கன்னு சொல்றேன் நான். Case insensitive search பண்ணனும். Okay, you must write a program that should search for the needle without considering the cases. So here there is only lowercase a and the needle is uppercase a, isn't it? So though the needle is uppercase and the a present in a is lowercase, so it should find the, I mean it should return, our function should return the address of this particular a. Got it? So we are going to make a search, case insensitive search. All right. Okay, now tell me what whether the needle E is present in this A?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, but in which location it is present?
Fifth location.
In fifth location. What about this test case? Whether F is there in the A? Whether F is there? No. What about this one? Whether it is there? Whether the needle small c is there in the hay? A, B, C, D, and so on?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, it is there in the third location. Very good. Okay. So I think you understood the problem. Okay. So always before solving a new problem, what are we supposed to do? We have to, what are we supposed to do?
Do while loop.
We have to bring in the known code. Okay. So somebody else, I think Sachin tried last time and Madhumita started before Sachin. Sachin, this time you can dictate the code now.
Ma'am, if
Very good.
if bracket star A
Yeah, star A
equal to
star A equals needle, then what it is supposed to do?
RES.
No, I said that this problem is very similar to the first problem, very first problem. So then you have to say the first problem score. Come on.
Return A.
Return hey, very good. Okay. Return hey. Then what else?
While
While
star A.
Star A.
It coming 2 and ampersand symbol, then A plus plus.
That is and symbol. Okay. So we are just checking two conditions here, Sachin. Okay.
And operator.
And operator. Okay. Logical and star A. When there is a star A means when there is a, we just check whether there is one more character, and A plus plus in the sense. So we just increase when there is one more character, we just move to that address. Okay. We just increment the pointer.
Yes.
All right. Okay.
Return 0.
Return 0. Very good. So this is the code which we used for the first problem. So we have just brought in that code and I've just submitted. Let us check how many test cases are passing. I think network is slow. I'll just submit 1 second. Students, எனக்கு மட்டும் தான் ஸ்லோவா இருக்கா? Whether cloud coder is working for you?
Yes, ma'am.
It's working. Okay. Okay. So side by side, you can solve this problem along with me. You can type this known code, and you have to tell me. Think of checking for needle with regardless of the cases. So what என்ன பண்ணலாம் அப்படின்னு சொல்லி பாருங்க. Yeah. Now the old code itself passes some of the test cases. Okay. So in the test case when they pass because it returned null, and here there is no needle that passes. Okay. In the test case ஏன் pass ஆயிருக்கு? இதுக்கு case insensitive இதெல்லாம் வேண்டியது இல்லை, அதனால this test case passes. These two test cases passes. Okay. and this test case has passed, okay, because of this return 0, okay, because the needle is not there in the A, okay. The remaining things, and then the test case pass agla, you can note, okay. So when there is a needle in the A, okay, so needle A la irukumbodhu, but case flip ஆயிருக்கும்போது பாஸ் ஆகல, ஓகேவா. so then எங்க ப்ராப்ளம், இந்த டெஸ்ட் கேஸ் எப்படி பாஸ் பண்ண வைக்கலாம். So we have to make the code, make this function to search for the needle regardless of the case. How we can make it search for that, search for the needle regardless of the case. என்ன பண்ணலாம்? What shall we do? இந்த டெஸ்ட் கேஸ் பாஸ் பண்றதுக்கு என்ன பண்ணலாம்? இந்த ரெண்டு டெஸ்ட் கேஸ் and as well as the third test case. What shall we do? Any idea? Anybody is having any idea?
Students, just try, ma.
என்ன பண்ணலாம்னு சொல்லுங்க.
Yeah. Have you got what is the problem it's referring about? என்ன கேட்டிருக்காங்க தெரியுதுங்களா? string char. You know the meaning of stringChar, right? You have to search for a character in the string. அது stringChar பண்ணும். string char la you have to do the same process, but you should not consider the case. What do you mean by case sensitive, case insensitive?
Students, kindly, can you hear me? Please answer the question.
Case sensitive
Be
means
interactive.
lower case and upper case.
Very good, very good, pa.
Case
So you have uppercase letters and lowercase letters, right? So you have to treat both uppercase and lowercase as same, right? You should not have any differentiation between the cases. That is what is expected here. Case insensitive number. So you can see that in test case 0, no, test case name kuduthirukanga T0 nu solittu. So you have a hey called ABCDE. ABCDE வந்து கொடுத்த hey string. So everything is in lowercase, but you are searching for what? Capital A, right? Correctங்களா? So capital A அங்க இருக்கா இல்லைங்களா? Yeah, you have, right? I already said no, there is no difference between lowercase and uppercase. Both should be treated as same. Is it clear? So நீங்க தேடுற character stringல இருந்துச்சு அப்படினா it has to return where it is going to occur. That is the first occurrence. Always you will be searching from beginning of the string, so you have to report the index or position where the particular character has been found, right? So how will you convert from one case to other case, that is from either upper to lower or lower to upper? What is the functionality you have? What is the predefined function you have? String
lower LWR.
Okay, you can search search for the functions, string library functions in the internet as well. You can search and tell me. Case change C la case change பண்றதுக்கு என்ன functions இருக்குன்னு சொல்லி பாருங்க. Okay, so the one solution is, so if we convert both the strings, I mean needலையும் heavyயும் ரெண்டையுமே ஒரு கேஸ் மாத்திட்டோம்னா either to lower or either to upper, ஏதாவது ஒண்ணுக்கு மாத்திட்டோம் அப்படின்னா then searching வந்து ஈஸியா இருக்குமா? எஸ் ஆர் நோ? அப்படி சர்ச் பண்ணி அப்படி கன்வெர்ட் பண்ணிட்டு சர்ச் பண்ணோம் அப்படின்னா இந்த டெஸ்ட் கேஸ் பாஸ் ஆயிருமா? That's the one of the solution. Okay, okay. So அப்படி கன்வெர்ட் பண்றதுக்கு, so ஒரு கேஸ்ல இருந்து ஒரு ஸ்ட்ரிங்கையோ ஒரு கேரக்டரை ஒரு கேஸ்ல இருந்து இன்னொரு கேஸ் கன்வெர்ட் பண்றதுக்கு என்ன ஃபங்க்ஷன் C ல என்ன லைப்ரரி ஃபங்க்ஷன் அவைலபிள்னு பார்த்து சொல்லுங்க.
Ma'am, 2 lower, 2 upper.
Very good. Okay, 2 lower and 2 upper. 2 lower ஓட functionality என்ன, 2 upper ஓட functionality என்ன? Two lower will convert what? What to what?
Convert uppercase to lowercase.
Two lower uppercase to lowercase. Okay, fine, good. Two lower will be converting lowercase to, uppercase to lowercase. Case correct. Two upper.
Lowercase to uppercase.
Uppercase. Okay. So you all can you all make some change, write some code here to convert the hay and the needle and make the test, make these two test cases pass. இங்க எழுதலாமா? நீடிலையோ இல்ல ஹேவையோ லோவர் கேஸ்க்கோ அப்பர் கேஸ்க்கோ கன்வெர்ட் பண்ணிட்டு ஏதாவது ஒரு கேஸ் கன்வெர்ட் பண்ணுங்க. ஓகேவா? ஸோ ஐதர் யூ கன்வெர்ட் இட் டு லோவர் கேஸ், ரெண்டையுமே ஹேவே நீடிலையும் லோவர் கேஸ் கன்வெர்ட் பண்ணுங்க, இல்ல ரெண்டையுமே அப்பர் கேஸ் கன்வெர்ட் பண்ணிட்டு சர்ச் பண்ணுங்க. So you have to insert some code here to go convert. Can you do that? Students, can you do that? Or you want me to do that? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. Students, will you people do this problem, or ma'am should do? Have you all understand the problem statement?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Then respond.
Sachin, please explain. நான் என்ன சொன்னேன்னு சொல்லுங்க, so that if you alone நீங்க மட்டும் explain பண்ணீங்கன்னா I will understand that everybody understood.
Ma'am, we should convert to lower case.
Lower case. எதை convert பண்றோம்?
The needle, ma'am.
நீடில கன்வெர்ட் பண்றோம். ஓகேவா? சோ இந்த அப்ப நீடில மட்டும் லோவர் கேஸ் கன்வெர்ட் பண்ணும்போது இது என்ன ஆகுது? இந்த டெஸ்ட் கேஸ்ல பாருங்க, நீடில் ஆல்ரெடி லோவர் கேஸ்ல தான் இருக்கு. அப்ப என்ன ஆகும்? E may not be found இல்லையா?
Yes.
Then அப்ப என்ன பண்ணணும்? எதையும் கன்வெர்ட் பண்ணணும்?
Upper case.
ரெண்டையுமே கன்வெர்ட் பண்ணணும். ஹேவையும் கன்வெர்ட் பண்ணணும், இல்ல இதையும் கன்வெர்ட் பண்ணணும், நீட்லயும் கன்வெர்ட் பண்ணணும். ஒரு கேஸ் கன்வெர்ட் பண்ணணும் ரெண்டையுமே. ஓகேவா? either may be to lower case or upper case. ஏதாவது ஒரு கேஸ்க்கு கன்வெர்ட் பண்ணணும் ரெண்டையுமே. புரிஞ்சுதா? ஓகே ஓகே. சோ நீடில கன்வெர்ட் பண்ணனும்னா என்ன பண்ணணும்? என்ன ஃபங்க்ஷன் யூஸ் பண்ணனும்? லோவர் கேஸ், சரி லோவர் கேஸ் கன்வெர்ட் பண்ணலாம்னு வெச்சுக்கலாம். ஓகேவா? என்ன ஃபங்க்ஷன் யூஸ் பண்ணனும்? To lower. Okay, so what is the syntax? To lower of what? நான் நீடில கன்வெர்ட் பண்றேன், அப்ப அதுக்கு என்ன பாஸ் பண்ணனும்? to lower function. Needle, very good. Okay, so I am just passing the needle character, okay, so which I received here to this to lower function, and store I'm just, this is the fruitful function, and hence it will return some value, and hence I'm just going to store back in the needle variable needle itself. Okay, so I have to define its data type as well, const needle, const needle equal to what? To lower of needle. Okay, so I have just converted the needle into lower case. Okay, so இப்போ என்ன பண்ணும்? இப்போ if I submit, I'll just encounter some problem. Okay, so needle redeclaration is different. Okay, I think we don't want to redeclare. So let me run this again. I will just getting error. So there's a solution for this. Okay, so let us the problem is I'm just reusing the same variable. Okay, so instead I can use a different variable, const char needle I, case insensitive needle. Okay, so in order to store the converted value, I'm just defining needle I. Okay, the variable I've just created needle I to store the case lower case convert needle store content. Okay, ஸோ இப்போ என்ன பண்றேன், needle ஐயை தான் நான் என்ன பண்றேன் ஹே கூட கம்பேர் பண்றேன். ஸோ when I click submit button, is it not showing any error? C type is already there and then it's not showing error. Two lower cases in the header file C type. Okay, yeah. So most of the cases வந்து pass ஆயிடுச்சு இல்லையா? So last time pass ஆயிருந்த cases விட இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் அதிகமா pass ஆயிருக்கு இல்லையா? So when I convert this test case has passed, can anyone say how this test case has passed and justify why this test case is not passing?
Ma'am, we are converting only needle.
Very good.
To
okay.
A smaller case, ma'am. So the first case is passed, and second one it is already in small lower case. We are again changing it, but the actual hay string is in uppercase, ma'am. So it is failing.
Okay, one of the character, okay, is in uppercase and then it's failing. இப்போ என்ன பண்ணணும் அப்போ இந்த test case pass ஆகணும்னா what are we supposed to do? So in this test case 3 is also failing because the hay is in uppercase. அப்ப என்ன பண்ணணும் to make these two test cases pass? இது ரெண்டையும் பாஸ் பண்ண வைக்கணும்னா நம்ம என்ன பண்ணணும்?
Ma'am, we can change
hay to lowercase.
into lowercase.
Change what?
Hay into lowercase.
Yeah, very good. Okay, change hay into lowercase. Okay, to lower of hay. While comparing itself, we just ஒரு character compare, I mean lower case convert பண்ணிட்டு உடனே check பண்ணிக்கலாம். Okay, so this will make these two test cases to pass. Okay, so yeah, I just dropped. All right, understood? புரிஞ்சுதா? so இது ரெண்டையுமே வந்து ஒரு கேஸ்க்கு கன்வர்ட் பண்ணிக்கலாம். Okay, so you may ask me whether I have to convert it into lower case alone. Even you can convert it into uppercase, that also will work. Okay, so to upper, here also you can convert it into to upper, but you have to make sure that you are converting both the strings to one of the case. So now also it's working. All right, can you all do that? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I'm just passing a message in Slack. Yeah, click. I've just raised the thumb. I think you will be able to click that thumb. So if you have completed, you just click on that thumb itself. Students, click on my thumb. If you have completed, click on the thumb symbol which I have raised. Yeah, good. So that I'll be able to see the count. Yeah, I'll just make the code visible to you so that those who haven't completed can complete. One more problem is left. Make it fast for me to complete.
Ma'am?
Yes?
Ma'am, why we are allocating needle as a character constant, ma'am?
Needle is a character constant. Okay, so it is a character variable, and so here it has been defined as what? So it is the 1 second. In order to check, so here I mean this variables return type is a character constant, and hence So we just ரெண்டோட data type வந்து சேம் இருந்தா மட்டும் தான் we will be able to compare இல்லையா அதுக்காக so we இதையும் needleயும் வந்து character constant ஸ்டோர் பண்றோம். ஓகே
Ma'am,
எஸ்
ma'am, why we are writing a needle I?
This is the changed I converted needle. Otherwise you can make it, you can give another I mean even you can use some comfortable name. Okay, so like needle converted or whatever. Okay, so instead of needle I, you can have the name as needle converted. Okay, so the lowercase convert on a needle inge.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, this is a new name for the needle. Let me check the Slack. Click on the thumb which I have raised. Don't raise the thumb separately like previous problems. Yeah. So on the thumb மேலே click பண்ணீங்க அப்படின்னா you'll be able to see the increase in the count. Good, 18 plus few. Okay, around only 26 have completed. Around 30 have completed. Okay, those who have completed can go to the next problem, that is string I reverse card. Okay, so let me go to the landing page. That's not landing page. The next problem which we are going to solve is string reverse icon. Okay, so this is what is the problem which we are going to solve next. So you all can try. You all can try this problem. Okay, are you all ready for this fourth problem? Shall we start? Students?
Can one of you explain what is the problem statement requires?
Yeah, as sir said, you can read the problem description and explain to everyone. Let me check who is going to explain first. So for your reference, I'll just submit and make you to visualize the test case. Yeah. Nobody understood the problem statement?
See, in the beginning of the session itself, we had said, right, for the distinctive performance, for the top distinctive performance, there will be a cache award, right? So everything is accountable. Okay, how far you are interacting the session, how far you are going to present yourself, right? Everything matters. So far, we are able to hear only very few voices. Sachin, Madhumita, and some 2 or 3 others. I don't remember their names. Or else I have to pick from the participant list, right?
It's taking time. Please don't take much time. 3 more problems if we have to solve for the day. Please interact, okay? Yeah. So what is the problem statement given? What are we supposed to do? I've just highlighted the problem statement. So from this itself, we can understand what are we supposed to do. Find case insensitive character at the end of the string. So one of you read the description, problem description at least.
Yes, students, anyone read the problem statement?
Vipin, are you there? Vipin?
How about Srihari in IT department? Are you there, Srihari?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Read the problem statement.
Define a function string occur that will allocate the last case sensitive occurrence.
No. Read the function name properly. Define a string. Define a function.
Define a function string occur reverse character, ma'am.
Reverse car. Okay, string I reverse car. Okay. So stress on the function name and read it once again.
String IR char, ma'am.
Define a function string I reverse car. Read like me.
String I reverse car, ma'am.
Okay, proceed.
That will allocate the last case sensitive occurrence of needle character in the head text string. It should return a constant character pointer which will point to the last occurrence of the character in the string, ma'am.
Okay, very good. And proceed. Continue.
If a character exists is in the string, return
null. Read properly.
If no character exists in the string, return null, ma'am.
Okay. If the needle is not there in the head, then we have to return null as usual. Okay. So from this, what did you understand, Pap? What are you supposed to return? Address of which thing we have to return?
The last character of the string, ma'am.
Okay, last character of the string. Okay, so have we seen this problem in the past? I mean, the last occurrence return பண்ணிருக்குமா?
Ma'am, the string reverse character, I think so, ma'am.
Reverse carla பார்த்திருக்கோம். Very good. Okay, it is the எத்தனாவது problem? First problem, second problem, third?
Second, ma'am.
Second problem. Very good. Okay. Okay. To solve this problem, then which code we are supposed to refer?
What, ma'am?
இந்த ப்ராப்ளம் சால்வ் பண்றதுக்கு எந்த கோடு நம்ம ரெஃபர் பண்ணணும்? அப்போ ரிவர்ஸ் கார் நமக்கு தெரியும். இப்போ வந்து கேஸ் இன்சென்சிட்டிவ் ரிவர்ஸ் கார் பண்ணணும். தட் இஸ் வாட் இஸ் தி ப்ராப்ளம் இல்லையா?
எஸ் மேம்.
ஓகே. ஸோ ஐ ஜஸ்ட் சப்மிட்டட் அண்ட் டெஸ்ட் கேசஸ் பார்க்க முடியுது. ஸோ இப்போ இந்த டெஸ்ட் கேஸுக்கு என்ன ரிட்டர்ன் ஆகணும்? எதோட அட்ரஸ் ரிட்டர்ன் ஆகணும்?
லாஸ்ட் கேரக்டர் மேம்.
ஓகே. நீடில்ல எது லாஸ்ட் ஐ மீன் இந்த ஹேல எது நீடில் எந்த லொகேஷன்ல இருக்கு?
இ மேம்.
ஃபர்ஸ்ட் லொகேஷன்ல இருக்கு. ஓகேவா? சோ அந்த அட்ரஸ் ரிட்டர்ன் ஆகும். வாட் அபௌட் திஸ் ஒன்? A needle is in a different case and low A is in a different case. இல்லையா? A வந்து lower case பட் இது வந்து எதுல இருக்கு? அப்பர் கேஸ்ல இருக்கு. Am I right? Am I right?
Yes ma'am.
Okay. So இப்போ இந்த கேஸ் பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் எந்த அட்ரஸ் ரிட்டர்ன் ஆகணும்? This A's address or this A's address? Which A's
before
address?
ma'am, last year.
Before E. Okay, this A's address must be returned. Okay, good. Okay. So what about this case? Look at this case. Which character's address should be returned?
The last set ma'am.
Last set. Very good. Okay. So here, though the cases are different. Okay. So the last occurrence of the needle is here. Okay. So this A's address should be returned. Okay. So you all understood the problem? Yes or no? We have to return the last occurrence of the needle, and as well as while searching, we have to do a case insensitive search. That is, we have to combine the solution of third problem and as well as for second problem and as well as third problem. We all do that? Who is ready to give the solution? Anybody is willing to give the solution? Because already we have solved the second problem and the third problem. We have solution at hand. The only thing is that you have to put them together. Anybody solved already? Anybody is interested to give the solution? So let me post this message in the Slack for problem number 4. Yes, come on guys, who is ready to give the solution? You have to combine the third problem, I mean second problem solution and as well as the third problem solution. Yaar solreenga? Anybody is ready?
Students, if you have understand the problem in the sense, you can try it, right?
Who can answer? So you want some time? If you want some time, you can ask me that also. I'll give you some time.
I'm trying, ma'am.
Trying. Okay, let me wait for 2 more minutes then. Once again, I'll say the hint. You just bring in the solution of second problem and as well as third problem. Then you are done.
Ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, I have passed all the test cases, ma'am, but there is a warning message for me, ma'am.
Warning message is coming. Okay. So you can tell your solution, but let me check what warning you are getting. Okay.
Sure, ma'am.
What warning? You can read the warning before giving your solution.
Implicit declaration of function too lower.
Okay. No. What is the warning?
This was the warning message, ma'am.
Implicit declaration. Okay, then it is the header file is missing, ma. Implicit declaration in the sense if you are using a library function, then you have to include that library file, header file in the program. Okay, so the tool-over function is in ctype.h.
Okay, ma'am.
Include that header file, the warning will vanish. Ash include string.h kila, you just include that header file. Okay, in ctype.h include panna.
Ma'am, I have also completed now.
Very good, superb. Who's that? Aarti?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. Shall we wait for others also to complete before seeing the solution? Yes or no?
Ma'am, I am also completed.
Akash, good. Superb. Students, now you are becoming progressive. Very good. Come on. Let me go and check the Slack. Those who have completed, please click my thumbs. Aarti, Velviji, Induja. 3 have completed. Good. I'm waiting for your solutions here. One more student, Sweta. Very good. Keertana, good. Navina. Okay, good. Niranjana, good. Superb. Shall we see the solution? Since around 10 of you have 8 of you have solved the problem, so I think others are trying. So meanwhile, I'll just type the solution because 3 more problems are yet to complete, yet to be completed for the day. So yeah, who is going to give the solution? Dictate the solution. Who said first? Induja, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Induja, dictate me the solution, Induja.
Sure, ma'am.
Yes.
In the 5th line, we have to write the code like const char.
Const char.
Needle I.
Needle I. Okay, you are redefining. You are creating a new variable to store the converted needle. Okay, good.
Is equal to 2 lower.
2 lower.
Inside the bracket, we have to write needle.
Good. You just pass the needle which you received. Good.
And in the next line, ma'am, const char. Star res.
Very good.
Equal to 0.
Very good. Then
we have to start a loop. Do if 2 lower.
2 lower.
In the bracket, star hey.
Star hey
is equal to needle I.
Needle I, very good. The changed converted needle variable. Okay, good. Then
yes, ma'am. In the next line, res is equal to hey.
Res equal to hey. Good.
And after the curly braces, ma'am, while star hey plus plus increment operator.
Okay, star hey plus plus. Like hey plus star hey and hey plus plus.
Star hey plus plus, ma'am.
That's it. Okay, you have shortened the thing. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And the next line, ma'am.
So since still some of them will be confusing, I'm just expanding and writing. Okay. Star hey and hey, please. Is it okay for you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, then.
In the next line, ma'am. Return. Res.
Return. Yes.
That's all, ma'am.
That's all good.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, good. Thank you, Indija. Shall we check your code?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So how many of you will say, tell that Indija's code will work? So how many of you written code like Indija?
Myself,
ma'am. Myself. Who? Madhumita?
Madhumita, ma'am.
Very good. Where? Anybody else is having a different code? Anybody else is having a different code than this code? Okay. Shall we run this code? Induja?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Good. So your code passes all the test cases. Very good, very good, Induja.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Meanwhile, I'll just go to Slack and check how many of you have completed. Only 9 have completed. Only 9 have completed. What about the rest? Are you all trying? Out of 140, around 140 students, only 9 have completed. Remaining 130 students have to complete. Let me wait for 2 more minutes. You can refer to this solution and solve it. No problem if you are not understanding, if you are not able to understand. You are in the pointer camp, that itself is a good thing, and here it is appreciated. So if you are not getting a solution to the problem, and you can look at the code and type it once again after some time. Okay, so நீங்க என்ன பண்ணலாம் அப்படின்னா, so you can practice by pressing reset button. Okay, so reset பண்ணிட்டு practice பண்ணிட்டு again and again you can practice. Don't worry. So in the first phase itself, if you are not able to complete the problems, once we have completed, please raise your thumbs. Oh, I see 19 students have raised. Very good. Drastic change in 2 minutes. I think, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
4 problems got over. Students are working on it, it seems.
Okay. So it's already 12:25.
Yes, sir. You're going to proceed with the rest of the problems, sir?
Yes, ma'am. So as per the agenda, we have to proceed.
Okay. Shall I stop presenting
Let's try
then?
to complete the other 3.
Okay, sir. Shall I stop presenting then?
Yeah.
Okay. Student, you want to see the code still, or shall I stop? Those who haven't completed, please respond. Stop பண்ணிடலாமா? I'll just
if any of you tried with a different code, then you can take a snap of it and you can paste in the Slack.
Yeah, I myself have posted, sir, in Slack. Yes, students, you can refer that. Okay, just stop presenting. Sir, over to you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you. No. I'm not able to share the screen. It says host has been displayed, right? No problem.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
கேக்குதா?
Students can please mute yourself. Bhavani. Yeah. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, right. Thank you. Shall we move to the next problem?
Yes, sir.
Hello. Yeah. Remember one thing, Pa. So whenever you traverse to the problems, what you have to do is you just make a right click on the problem name, right? You just do a right click and just click on this open link in the new tab, right? So that your landing page will be there as such it is. You will never lose it. Okay. Right. So our next problem is something named as string len, right? string_len, nothing but we have 9 length of it. Hopefully, you would have heard a term from morning onwards, something as NTBS. First of all, what is a string? Can anyone say what is a string refers to? Is it a data type? Okay, it's a collection of characters, right? And the other way which we refer string is, how we can officially define is, it's called as NTBS, null terminated byte string. What do you mean by that, null terminated byte string? If my audio is clear, or you face any lag in the audio?
No, sir, it is clear only, sir.
Okay, ma'am. What do you mean by this null character? It will be actually present in string. What do you mean by this /0?
Student.
Sir, null terminated string is like the /0 character which will have in at the end of every string. Sir.
Yes, very good. So every string will end with a null character, and null character is nothing but this /0, right? Okay. So here you have to write a function to check or to tell to report what is the length of the string is. So do you remember what is the predefined function we have? You have a set of predefined functions in string, no? In C. Do you remember this function strlen? So it will be reporting on length of a string, right? Can you say an example? For example, you
Hello, sir.
sir.
Yes, Ashok here. Madam has taken control of the screen. Maybe that's why. Joel, you're about to say something?
Yes, sir. The presentation is not visible. That's what.
Yeah. So maybe because maybe Dr. Nandakumar dropped off. Dr. Vijaya, can you make me also a host? Doctor?
Sir, can't make it, sir.
What
1
happened?
minute, sir. 1 minute, sir. Mm.
Not possible. I think
Yes, sir, it is.
who started the session? They must be able to do it.
Sir, it's myself only, sir. I can't do it, sir.
Why is that the case? So Professor Nandakumar is also still there. So
Yes,
he
sir.
lost control.
Yes, sir.
Why?
Sir, I am not able to share the screen. Host disabled. That's what I get.
Something, madam, I saw suddenly Dr. Vijaya started presenting. So probably that was the reason, or
Sir, no, sir.
accidentally she might have gotten control of this situation. Can you call her and let her know?
Sir, no, sir. I am only using this
Okay.
thing, sir. But I didn't do anything, sir. Now it is not visible anything.
So,
1
okay,
minute.
relax.
1
Find
minute.
out. There must be some way to take your time to figure it out. Yeah. Not possible? Well, I'm happy to see at least 145 of the students are there, or at least 140 plus if you remove all the faculties. That's a good performance. I'm happy all of you are striving with the point report. Any questions? Any inputs while we're still figuring out how to make the presentation? Any questions from the students? Let me ask a question. There you go. You're back.
Yes.
Go ahead. Yes, Doctor. Yes, Professor.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yeah, students. Sorry for the interruption. Right. Okay. Hopefully, you would have come across this function in string. Right. There is a predefined function called string length. So this will report on what is the length of your string is. Right. So always every string will end with a null character, and null character is nothing but this /0. Right. Don't read these are the two character. Slash is a separate and 0 is separate. Right. Both put together it is a very single character and we call it as a null character. Okay. So here we have to write our own function. Okay, our own function, and name of the function suggested here as to be string underscore length, right? And we get an argument here, something called ARR, which would be a character array, and we have to find how many characters are there, and accordingly we have to report what is the length of our string is. Do you have any idea how this can be implemented? Am I audible? So normally,
Yes, sir, you are
how do you tell length of a string? For example, take kite is the string. Kite is the word which is given to you. If someone asks what is the length of this kite, the word kite, what is the answer which you immediately give?
4, sir.
4, right? So how do you come up with that count 4 or value 4? Immediately you start to count from the very first letter onwards, right? So K will be the first letter, I will be the second letter, T will be the third letter, E will be the fourth letter. So obviously you arrive with that value called 4. 4 is the length of the given input string, right? Is that clear? Normally how the string is being stored? From which position? What is the starting index of your of any of your array?
0, sir.
0. Very
sir.
good. Very good. Very good. So array will be having the starting index from 0 onwards, right? Okay. So obviously what we have to do here is you have to count from the very first letter onwards, the very first character until you come to the end. Correctingla? So first letter you have to count. Last enga varum, last letter enga irukum, or where the string will end, wherever you have /0. /0 ங்கிற null character நீங்க எங்க பார்க்கறீங்களோ அதோட string வந்து it is ending there. That is what you can find, right? So whatever in between characters you had counted, that will be reported as length of your string, right? Okay. So first let us come up with a very simple example, right? Hope you know the predefined function, right? So simply I add a statement here, something as return string length of ARR, right? And just click on with the submit button. You know the function string length will tell length of the given string. So whatever it returns there, the same will be returned by your user defined function also. Right? Can you see all the test cases has been passed? Okay, so this will be the very simple solution if you are going, if you had been asked to use the predefined function, right? The case is not like that here. You have to write your own function. Okay, and here problem description, there is one more section called bonus section. So what has been asked in this bonus section is you should not use any integer variable to count. Okay, so let us come to the bonus section on a later part, right? So before the section, let us see how we can implement in a user defined way, right? So as someone had, for the word kite, the length is 4. When you see the letter K, you will start from 1 onwards. Then when you see I, you make the count as 2. Is that clear? So to count that, we need what? An integer variable, right? What can be the initial value which can be assigned to this count? Any idea?
0, sir.
Yes, very good. So let us initialize this integer variable called count with the value 0, right? Okay, right. So then we start to traverse, right? We start to read the contents of the given array, that is given character. What I just use this star ARR, okay, ARR plus plus. So whenever there is an entry or whenever there is a element, whenever there is a content in this particular question, what I'm going to do is increase the value of the variable count. Is that clear? Whenever you have an index, so what I do is I just increment of count, and at the end I'm going to just run the value.
What's Shantini? Can you enable me instead? I think Nandakumar's connection is bad.
Yes,
Are you
sir.
able to enable me?
Sir, I'll try it, sir.
Okay, great.
Yes, sir.
All right, nice. Thank you. So let me try and conclude what let me see if I can continue with what is this visible?
Yes, sir.
And I'm audible as well? Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. So let me start off, pick up from where Professor Nandakumar left off. Int 0, and he wanted you. I want to take a slight different tack on this, right? Let me go from the known to the unknown, right? So in this case, you all know, let's forget about you don't know pointers. You still haven't understood pointers. Just write the solution for this using indexing and arrays, right? Or indexing into arrays. Let's assume you want to do that, right? If you were to do that, I would say int I is equal to 0, I is equal to less than, well, that's the question, right? I is less than, when do you stop this array? When do you stop this for loop, right? So let me think about that a bit later. So I'll go this, I'll need some for loop, and what do I do? Yeah, int I equals, I don't need I, yeah, int I equals 0, and how long I continue? I continue as far as I want. I plus plus. Can you write a for loop like that? Anybody? Can I just leave the continuation clause without anything? This is not a pointer question, it's a for loop question. Can you do that? Let me find out. Just put this and see what happens. Ah, it can. It doesn't say there's no compile error. Okay, good. So which means I can do that. So I'll put some for loop, keep incrementing I, and then what I will say is if array of I is not equal to, as long as I don't get to the null, until I get to the null character, then I'll just increment count, right? Does that make sense? If it is, then I will, else I shall break, right? What happens with this? Ah, cool. So you got to, yeah, we're supposed to write pointer code, right? So suppose you are struggling to still understand pointer code, at least get the solution to work, right? Once you get the solution to work, then probably that gives you the confidence to write the equivalent pointer code as well, right? Does that make sense? Do you understand what I'm trying to do here? So if somebody had to write, ask you write a string length, write your own string length solution, and you didn't know pointers, whatever, right? You only knew how to use arrays and all that, indexing into arrays, and this is a good solution to know, right? So I'll keep this aside in case you guys, this is also one way of how you can store things in your cloud coder. So you don't want to lose this. For example, you can do this and so you bring that outside. So I'm going to, this is what you would call array-based solution with indexing, right? The thing here is nothing wrong with the solution. You're using one variable, you're using int I also is another variable. So two variables are being used. Let's see if we can try and make this more elegant using pointers, right? So how do I do this? So what is the equivalent of this in using pointer logic, right? So this is the equivalent of this is you say while you can't while can you move array while array so we're going to try and do the equivalent of this, right? So what do I do? While array is there, is valid, not a null character, you're saying count plus plus, right? So that is that should do as well. Let's see count plus plus, and you also have to move the array pointer, right? So array pointer has to also move one more time. So let's see if that will work. So I'm pressing submit again. Ah, quick. That's cool. Interesting. I'm surprised that works. So is that simple? Wow. Okay. Well, it seems to be that simple. So I was hoping you will get a compiler because ARR is a array variable, and you can't increment array variables. I thought it were const. Anyway, I'm learning something new. Maybe this compiler is a little bit more forgiving. It could be the case. But okay, we still have this problem. Can we still avoid using this? So we removed one integer variable, right? Int I. We're not using int I compared to the previous solution. So here we still are using count. Can we? So this comes to this part of the bonus problem, right? Bonus points for not using any other variable other than the character pointer variable and the array variable. Wow. Okay. Not using an integer variable to count. Can you do this, right? So that's the challenge. So that challenge can be easily met by doing this then. Using pointer arithmetic. He wants to use pointer arithmetic. Okay. I'll say this is the start. I need a start location because array, let's call it the array pointer, right? Array pointer is this. And I'll increment the array pointer alone, plus plus. And instead of returning count, what can I say? I can say return AP minus ARR, right? Can that replace this? Yes, it does. So good. So we can remove this. We can remove pointer and stop using this. So that being a single comment, you don't need parenthesis. Always good habit to put parenthesis until you really get good at the logic. So because I know it, I'm only writing one line. It should be working as well. There you go. So there, I'm not using any integer variables. I'm not using count. I'm just using arithmetic, pointed arithmetic to ultimately get my count, right? Not using any other variable other than a character pointer variable and the ARR variable. Okay. Not using any other variable other than a character pointer variable and the, I don't know what I mean here, but is there a way to even simplify this? Is there a way even to simplify this? Anybody have brilliant ideas before I give out the solution? And it's only 5 more minutes. I need 5 more minutes for closing comments. Anybody? Can we tell me, can this code even be simplified any further? Can I give you a clue or you don't need a clue? So a way to simplify even this is my question. To do arithmetic, you at least need 2 pointers, right? So is there a way to, okay, here's my clue. Can you use stringChar to simplify the solution? Anybody? Const char is the Hayes array, right? What is the needle here? What are we trying to search for? What is the needle? What are we looking for?
Null
Needle, right?
characters.
Ah, good, very good. That is the needle. So if you, I'm just rephrasing, reforming, looking for the right word, reframing the problem in the form of a needle in a haystack problem, right? So if this is the case, then you can say return. So you find, where do you find the hay? Where do you find the needle? Needle const char. Where did we find this? How do you find this? You say stringChar, hay, and the needle, right? Then you can then say return where you found it minus where the hay started, right? ARR. So see if this will work. Yes, that works too. So, well, it becomes 4 lines and you used a lot of variables. I just purposely used a lot of variables simply to see, to help you reframe how the stringChar is potentially helps you find the string length, right? So this whole thing can be again simplified. How can we simplify stringChar? It can be always ARR, so we don't need this. Yeah, then do this. And needle also can be replaced. Just put that instead of needle, put the value in there. So trying to do the same problem using multiple concepts is also a good way of becoming a better programmer also, right? Anything that can be written in arrays can be written using pointers, but not the other one. Whatever logic you can use and create using pointers, you can't, not all the time you can use arrays. So we remove this. What happens? Yes, space is still passing. Do I still read a variable here? Not necessary, right? This find is nothing but the string. What is the value returned by stringChar? So just take this and stick it in here. Remove this. So that's a one-line solution. Of course, Professor Nandakumar showed you how to use string length. That's also one-line solution, right? Remember, he started off with this string length of ARR. Remember, he started off with this, but this is cheating, right? I'm sorry, within quotes cheating, but this is because you are just using string length. So there's no fun in that. But here you are applying this. This reconfirms that you understand how stringChar works. And again, by using -ARR, you also reinforce to yourself that you know how to do pointer arithmetic. Make sense? So we started off with an array-based solution. Then we came up with a pure pointer-based solution, which did not use any counter. And then this is using a function call, and still using arithmetic, because you have to use arithmetic to get the right answer. Any questions? We have 2 more minutes. I just want to reinforce something that I want you to do. It's 1 o'clock, right, madam? Are we closing? Or we
Yes,
have extra
sir.
time?
Sir, till 1 o'clock, sir.
Okay. Madam wants to relieve all of you. Okay. This makes sense, all of you? Any questions? Any questions? So this is, I've given you an idea of when you try to do this pointer problems, if you can't get your head around using pointers still, then start with something that you know, a solution which you think will works, that gives you confidence as the logic works, and then convert that into pointer logic, right? Now, the Python tutor is one way to also sometimes get stuck. It helps you do better in terms of understanding. Remember the null terminated byte string, which is the reason why we are able to find the length of a string, right? We are just looking for this null terminated. If you give a string which does not have null termination, then the string logic won't work. As a matter of fact, string length also won't work. If you give it some pointer which points to some character and it's not null terminated, string length will time out, or it will do some crazy stuff. So when you say here, if you see, we are just initializing string is equal to hello world, and look what happens in the tutor. The tutor kind of tells you have HELLO, and this is that space in between. And then you have world, WORLD, and you have the exclamation. And then you see this, you didn't put this. Remember, you didn't put this null termination, right? You just said hello world. The compiler then does this for you. It just puts another null terminator, because a string has to point at a valid string, so it adds. You never have to do this yourself. So there it is. I mean, if you, what happens if you put a 0 yourself? Put a 0 here. You get 2 zeros at the end, I think. Let me see. I've never tried this. Yeah. Oh, you get another. This 0 is different from this 0, right? This 0 is the number 0. You got it? The number 0 is different from null 0. Well, try it yourself. Get your head around it. So my last comment before we let you go is this. see, suppose you've done this string correct, right? This is cloud coders had another advantage that you have now practiced 4 or 5 problems during this last 3 hours, whatever it is. Now what you do is when you go back to a string cloud coder, you will get your whatever code you wrote earlier, right? Take a look at that code, right? See what you have done, then press reset. When you press reset, the problem, all the core logic that was you wrote will go away, right? And that's how you practice. Practice the same 4 problems until you come to the next session tomorrow morning. 4 or 5 problems, practice it. After 2 hours, practice again. That's why we didn't want to do it in the whole day, right? It gives you an opportunity for you to practice something in the afternoon and get familiar with the logic as well, right? If you don't understand any part of this logic, please ask questions on Slack. Sir, what is this line number 5? Can you tell me what exactly happens? Why is there not star in front of needle? There's only star in front of hay. So ask all these questions on Slack or call up your faculty member who's handling your class, ask them for clarification. These initial problems you really need to know thoroughly, right? If you don't understand these initial 4 problems, the next set of problems will be even more difficult. So this is the time to ask questions, practice. So you press reset, the code goes away, that comes back to what it was there before. And then start writing the code again. Is that clear? Will you all practice?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, that's all I had. So, madam, faculty members, you want to add some comments before you want to let them go? I'm stopping my session.
Yes, sir. Sir, we the faculty members need the response from the student side from tomorrow onwards. So today we didn't get a proper response from student side. From day 2 and day 3, we need response from the student side. That only we need, sir. That's it. Yes, students, will you all do that?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Ramya ma'am and Aruraj sir, do you want to add something?
Yes, I want all those students to work on it for the thing whichever we have saw today. So those who haven't tried, those who haven't get any output on these topics, so try it for today. And if you have any doubt, let us know from tomorrow. Okay, that's it from my side, ma'am.
Madam, this so everybody has registered in Slack as well. Have you ensured all of them?
Sir, yes, sir. Only few students didn't join. Few students didn't join, sir.
Yes, make sure everybody gets the link to the Slack, because that's one place where they can give input. And actually tomorrow when you have to run more programs, they must know what they should do a thumbs up on, right? So
yes, sir.
Many of them are doing a thumbs up on as a response to the post. So I think that those kinds of minor clarifications should also be made. As to I know that some students are only joining through mobile phone. Will somebody who's using a mobile phone speak up? Somebody using a mobile phone to log into the session. Any one student, doesn't matter. I'm not going to, you're not penalized. You're not, I just want to respond to what, I want to hear somebody who's logged in here without a laptop. What has been your experience? Any student? Faculty members, you should know, no? How many of them have joined? Which one?
Yes, sir.
Can you call out a name, please?
Yes, sir. From first CSC B, Palraj, are you there? On your mic, ma. Palraj, Sabrinathan, Sharan, Saranraj. These are all the students that don't have a laptop or desktop with them, sir.
Anybody else without a laptop who's joined here? I want to get your view on what's been your, or all the people who are on mobile phones logged off. That could be also the case. Anybody? Anuraj from your class, Ramya from your class, anybody who's joined without a laptop?
Yeah, I got 10 messages from students regarding they don't have any laptop. They are joining from mobile.
So desktop or desktop PC. Okay, Daniel, that's fine. I'm sure you had a good option to code. I want to understand what the mobile users do.
So here in IT, Shalini, around 10 members don't have a laptop since.
Then how are they attending class? Only through the mobile, is it?
Yes, sir. Just they are listening through mobile.
Okay. Okay. How about them taking exams then? What happens when they have to take exams? They can take the exams also on a mobile?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
They can?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I see. That's good. Okay.
Yes,
All
sir.
right.
Actually, yeah. Previously, end semester examination is conducted on a MCQ mode only, sir.
Yeah.
MCQ type of question paper, so that they can take with any device. That won't be a big problem.
Okay, for the coding, I think can all these students? Okay, you're all in lockdown, so but you still borrow somebody's laptop for the next 2 days, because on a mobile phone it's very difficult to code on Cloud Coder. That much I know. And
Yes,
even
sir.
if it's just not Cloud Coder, you need to look at the screen, a bigger screen. There's no way I don't want you to spend 2-3 hours looking down on a phone and causing ergonomical problems for you. You have to sit at a laptop and do these problems. So faculties, let's talk about that. Let's see how we can help them get laptops, or at least maybe before the next workshop starts, we should ensure whoever is interested in coming should participate with a laptop. And meanwhile, students, if you can, because there's no way that we can get laptops to you because everybody's in lockdown. Wish we had thought about this even before the lockdown. But if you can just borrow somebody else's, your friend close by, at least for this next next 6 hours, right? Tomorrow 9 to 12, and then the day after 9 to 12, 9 to 9:30. Yeah, it's 3 hours, 6 hours. If you can beg, borrow, plead, don't steal. Beg, borrow, plead with somebody to give you a laptop. I think your experience with pointers will be that much more better. That's all I had. Thank you.
Okay, students. So whatever the problems which we had practiced today, which we have worked on Cloud Coder, you just repeat the same from afternoon onwards. Whenever you get time, you just go to your Cloud Coder account, reset the problem, and try it on your own. Right? If you have any issues, if you have any queries, you just ping your teachers, right? Or you can directly post in the Slack also. So we'll be looking at the Slack channel. If any queries has been posted, we are ready to give a response, right? Any more queries? Faculty members, shall we wind off?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, then. Faculties alone, please stay. Students can leave. So